Buckle up, folks, because over the next half hour, Byte It will be taking you on a roller coaster ride through technology. So belt up, pray to the Lord Almighty, and get ready.
So hold your breath, pray to the Lord, and get ready to hack your way out of trouble, if any. And sing a happy birthday to Photoshop, which turned 20 recently. Enrich your financial life with the software we are about to show you in just a bit. And finally, get ready for a game of Army of Two.
Our online lives are pretty vulnerable, and making it a little more miserable is a special sort of species called hackers, who for some reason or the other get some perverse pleasure in just snooping around and trespassing on virtual property. Isn't that right, Pratibha?
Yes, Charitra, it's absolutely a nightmare for internet users, with email IDs being hacked and online IDs being compromised. But here I am at a workshop which is looking at ways to dodge this problem. Hack Avatar 2010 is a workshop specifically designed by SSN India and Infosec to create awareness about hacking and information security, especially for the young geeks-to-be.
In Hindu, it came to engine graduates fraud. Okay, and the fraud case was, those two were IT guys. They have replicated an MNC company's website and they have asked for, it's a backdoor entry recruitment. And all those 10 guys who have been cheated are also IT guys. These IT guys, even getting educated from the college, they're still illiterate. They are not up to date with the knowledge. So Google buzz has come, the next day itself, they hacked it. Mainly this field of IT security is getting updated every day, every time.
To know about the deceptive nature of hackers' world, students from South India got together recently at Loyola College. And a website that jolted them out of their so-called safe online lives was www.ipchicken.com. One click and you are able to access the current IP of any of the systems that you are on. It's as simple as that. From IP addresses to mobile PIN codes, hacking takes on several avatars. But here we are talking about ethical hacking.
There's a definite clear-cut difference between what hacking is and what cracking is, right? So what cracking is something a black hat hacker does, and what hacking is done is by a white hat hacker, right? So white hat hackers are otherwise called as the security administrators. So there are companies, MNCs, who actually appoint people like security consultants, security analysts, security engineers to actually hack them. So penetration, vulnerability assessment, security compliance auditing, these are all something that a white hat hacker generally does.
No matter how difficult a password you set for your email account, all that a hacker needs is an application like SnapBoy's Revelation. What appears as asterisks when you type the password is revealed in its original form with this application. As its pointer points to the password column on Gmail, for instance, click and there, the password appears on SnapBoy. So with this, all accounts linked to this password remain hacked. So remember to change passwords frequently and not have the same password for all accounts. Having gained access to your account, a hacker can send all kinds of downloadable information to damage your system. In order to ensure the credibility of the sender, open the mail and click on Reply. Then select Show Original. And if you are a hardcore techie, you'll be able to spot the server it comes from. It's not just a simple password of your personal ID that takes 2 steps to be hacked. With a simple Google search, you can gain access to any internet device from a live CCTV in Japan to a live printer. When you are looking for information through a search engine like Google, you can make it more precise by giving certain computer language specific titles like all-in-cap network camera and INURL port. The keyword network camera gives you access to web cameras installed at strategic areas in remote locations. You can even control the camera if you want to zoom, pan and more. With INURL port, you can control and monitor a live printer working elsewhere.
It is said that almost 76% of the internet devices, internet IP devices and all, are being hacked just because they are all left with default configuration. When I say default configuration, it means people not changing the password or living with the default passwords, etc. Right? We need to take a step to, say when you get a suitcase, you have a default code set in, you have to change it. I bet at least 80% of the people who have a mobile phone have not changed their PIN code. Right? So that is a level of awareness that we want to generate for the end users.
So, it's crucial to change the password and lock access to such important internet devices. The workshop also dealt with security flaws in RFID tags. When you give a credit card to swipe, the details stored on the magnetic tape in hex format can be captured on a system. A duplicate card can be created with the same details on another magnetic tape. Result: 2 cards and 1 identity. But for anyone to secure their online life, it's a good first step to know more about the devices that surround us. For instance, how do data packets carry information from one node to another in a network? And how a firewall acts as a watchdog and filters in only the right info. With Bluetooth technology and internet data packets doing the rounds in mobile phones, hacking cell phone data is also not a big deal. It's not just that. You can convert your laptop to a simple VoIP system and make a call to your boss by using your friend's number. Scary, isn't it?
Basically, it is done by manipulating the information done in the headers. So every information carries a header, be it in the internet or be it in telephone. So it has a particular header. So once they start changing the header of the particular packet, people might think that the information is coming from someone who's related to them. So it's like they might answer the call and say who is it, but then it turns out to be someone else, and you don't know, you can't trace the number at all. But technology has been developed in order to find that out.
It was a heck of a workshop and a wake-up call to protect our space in the cyber world. It's time we hack the hacker.
Well, Pratibha, changing passwords often is alright, but remembering them, that's the toughest challenge, at least for me. Anyway, up next on the show, a quick break, but right after that, here's what you can look out for.
Photoshop turned 20 recently. We celebrated on Byte It. And right after, add some pluses and minuses to your day-to-day financial transactions using a software. Finally on Byte It, Shrikant plays a game of Army of Two.